Yes, it is possible to create a great balance between your work and personal life. Here are 10 ways to do that. It may be difficult, but it is definitely not impossible. Knowing these alone is not going to help you if you don't put them in practice. Number one, set clear boundaries, right? It's important to clearly define your work hours and your personal time. If your work starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m., stick to that time. It may not be always possible, and sometimes you may need to start early and you may need to work late, but do not make that a pattern. You need to avoid bringing work home, and you need to avoid working outside of the designated work hours. If you don't set those boundaries, the time that belongs to you and your family is actually stolen by your work. That is not fair for you. That is not fair for your family. In the long run, that is not even fair for your employer. Eventually, that will turn you into less productive, less motivated employee. And what company wants that kind of employee? Number two, prioritize your tasks. Make a list of the most important and most urgent tasks that you need to complete daily, weekly, and monthly. Do not make other people's urgencies your own. I'm not saying do not help them, but you need to learn how to say no in a professional and polite manner. If you don't, then you accept everybody's responsibilities like yours, and then your work-life balance is going to suffer. Once you make a list of your most important tasks, start completing them first, and especially during the work hours, so they don't follow you home after work hours. It's normal sometimes to get sidetracked, but you shouldn't make that your habit. Lack of prioritization causes your office work to spill into your personal life. And that causes the line between your personal life and your work life to blur. And that is not healthy, and that is definitely not sustainable in the long run. Now, if you have difficulty prioritizing, that you can use some tools and you can use some hacks, right? So that is always going to help. So learn those tricks, learn those hacks, and learn how to prioritize your tasks. Number three, schedule regular breaks. Incorporate regular breaks into your workday. Those breaks are important to recharge and prevent burnout. You can take a couple of short breaks and walk around the block. When you come back, you feel fresh, and that helps you be more productive. Every so many weeks, you can take a day off and then recharge and come back. And every so many months, you can take several days off and maybe go out on vacation if you can afford it. If you cannot, staycation is just fine. You're not a machine, right? You need time to rewind, recharge, and rejuvenate. Even machines need time to cool down. By not taking those breaks, you're not doing anybody a favor. Certainly, you're not doing a favor to yourself and your family. So it's important to plan those breaks, schedule them, and stick to them. Breaks are great tools that help you balance between your work and personal life. Number four, delegate and outsource. Learn to delegate tasks at work. If you manage a team, assign some of the tasks to your teammates, because you're doing yourself a favor by doing that, because then you don't need to do everything by yourself. You're also doing a favor to that employee, because now they have opportunity to learn and opportunity to grow. By teaching other people how to do certain tasks only you know how to do, you're doing your company a great favor, because that helps your company reduce silos and avoid those single point of failures. You can outsource some mundane time-taking tasks at home. Take lawn mowing for an example. If you spend 2 hours a week mowing your lawn, you could pay someone $25 to mow your lawn, and you could save that 2 hours that you could spend with your family. You could hang out with your spouse. You can spend that time with your kids and talk to them about their school. Those 2 hours that you spend away from your family, you won't get them back. If you have a spouse or a loved one, make sure you spend time with them, not only when you need them, but also when they need you. If you have kids, spend time with them now when they're little, because they're gonna grow up and they're gonna move out and they're gonna go to college and find jobs, and then they won't come back to spend time with you. They won't come back to hang out with you. That $25 you might have saved is not gonna save you from a disaster of a lifetime. Number five, establish a routine. Create a daily or weekly routine for everything that is important. Create a routine for work, create a routine for exercise, relaxation, hobbies, and absolutely time for your family. Allocate proper time for everything that deserves your time. Number six, unplug. Set aside time to disconnect. from your work emails and phone calls and notifications, and especially during your evening and weekend hours. Nobody's boss had ever died because they didn't get an email during the evening hours from their employees. Those notifications, those calls, and those emails can wait until tomorrow morning you go back to work. Once you disconnect from your office gadgets, then connect to your home gadgets. Reply calls from your friends and family, listen to voice messages, and check your emails, and sit down and watch some TV with your family. That's important. And there comes a time when you need to disconnect from everything. Maybe that's at 9 o'clock for you, maybe 10 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, but turn off your TV, put your phone away, and put your iPad away, and go to sleep. Sleep is very important for all of us. And I'll make another video on sleep pretty soon. Number 7, practice mindfulness. Practice meditation and do some deep breathing exercises. They help you reduce stress and increase focus. When you go on a walk, stop to notice and appreciate the beauty of a flower. Maybe if you see a honeybee hovering over a flower, squat down and take a look and see how it sucks the nectar out of that flower. Maybe you'll even notice an ant walking along the sidewalk. You'll notice things that you did not notice before. Those precious moments may last only for a few seconds, but those are the truly lived moments. Those are the moments that you spend not worrying about mundane things in your life. Imagine a life where those precious moments lasted forever. Maybe it's not possible to stress them forever, but it's definitely possible to make them a little bit longer. And with regular practice, you can do that, and mindful meditation helps you do just that. Number 8, stay organized. You can manage your time more effectively by using some tools, right? You can use calendars, you can use planners, and you can use some productivity tools. There are a lot of tools that are available out there that help you stay organized. And staying organized in a physical space helps you find things more easily. If you work on a computer, create folders and put files in the appropriate folder so you can find them whenever you need them. Doing that, let's say if you only save 30 minutes a day, you could spend that 30 minutes in so many more meaningful ways. You could take a nap, you could go out on couple of short breaks, you could learn a skill or help your teammates. Nobody has ever regretted being more organized. Number 9, communicate. It is absolutely important to communicate on time if and when you feel overwhelmed. We all do sometimes, and it's important to communicate to your employer or your boss, to your colleagues, and to your family about your work-life balance. They all may be willing to make some adjustments for you. Your boss might move deadlines, your teammates might offer some help, and your family might expect some less time during the time that you're working on deadlines or more important things. So it's important to ask. If you don't communicate, they won't know that you need help. So communicate on time. Remember to return the same favor to them when they need help. It's important. Number 10, set realistic goals. It's important to set realistic and attainable goals at work, at home, and in your personal life. And those goals help you avoid feeling overwhelmed, right? And they help you maintain a balance in your personal life. Realistic, attainable goal help you do well at work, at home, and then feel good about yourself. So creating a great work-life balance is an ongoing process. It's not like said and done one-time thing. Regularly assess your situation, make some adjustments if needed, and adopt new strategies if necessary. It's not about how many tricks and how many hacks you know to create perfect work-life balance. You need to put them in practice. Remember, knowledge without practice has no value. Knowledge without practice does not create great work-life balance. It's you who does that. To create a great work-life balance, of course, you need to learn how to do that, and then you need to put that knowledge into practice. And I hope this video has been helpful. Now it's time for you to go out and use these tricks to create a perfect work-life balance. If this video was helpful, please like and share this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you soon.